Most of these look better than like my third year projects.
Did they have any like pylons or any piers under there?
Oh, well, they just picked it up and moved it, so.
That would be a useful
I know,
skill
that'd
to
be
have. I don't know how you use the windows.
Sure.
You cannot open that window.
You don't ruin your house like in
Literally.
2 seconds.
Hi, I'm Joe Grescovich. I went to Kent State University in Ohio for architectural design. I've been practicing for 9+ years.
I'm Karla Solis. I went to Woodbury University for architecture, and I've been practicing as a residential and interior designer for the past 4 years.
So we're here to check out Sims 4 and see how it stacks up to the real world. So let's go check it out. No, it's nice.
It's ugly.
It's ugly. It's like a shipping container house.
Yeah. Who am I thinking of? The Disney Concert Hall.
Oh, Frank Gehry.
Yeah, that looks like his house, but like 5 stories.
Because it's like a hodgepodge of things coming together.
With no reason.
Yeah, with no reason. Okay, hold up. This is ultra quick though. I wonder if this is sped up or if this is regular speed. But if only we could construct things like this in real life, that would be really cool.
Or even come up with like a design that quickly.
Yeah, yeah. I do like that it's somewhat modern. It's kind of got like a modern feel.
Geometrically, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a fan of density too, so that's cool.
I'm not loving that color of the wood. It's like I'm trying to be modern, but I don't know how.
So what's interesting is it seems like they're designing from the exterior. I don't know what's happening really on the inside right now.
I don't think anything. There's not really space for anything to happen on the inside.
I wonder if, you can come in and start editing, interior layout afterwards? The fact, or does it set up like floor plans like typical 3D modeling would do?
I doubt that. I wish there was like a little person for scale.
It's very LA. I could see this being in LA.
Oh, Frank Gehry.
Yeah.
It's like his Santa Monica house.
Although that one was more faceted, right? It had different angles.
Yeah.
It's
for sure.
90 degrees everywhere, kind of orthogonal.
This is like a restricted version of that, maybe.
I do like the cantilevers though, how it's kind of hanging off the side. That's kind of neat.
I can't help but notice that like there's no structure and that does not work.
That's true. It's just
hanging out.
It is just walls. Plus, did they start with the foundation? I don't think they did any.
Not that I saw.
It looks like it's a raised foundation, but, did they have any, like, pylons or any piers under there for, boring into the earth? Or is it just kind of sitting on top of grass?
Oh, well, they just picked it up and moved it, so.
That would be a useful skill to have. You could just pick it up and plop it down.
Take it somewhere else.
I don't like it here. It's got weird shadows. I don't know what that was either, that like path they just put in there. It's like spray painted on. Ooh, I like the green features. That's cool. Got some landscaping. Just drop those bushes in there. It'd be cool if they had actual plant names and like material types, like actual manufacturers for materials instead of just like wood textures.
No, and I wish I knew where the north arrow is, because I'm loving those floor to ceiling glass, but if that is a west-facing window, I'm not. It looks like there's windows all around, so they're kind of like just microwaving themselves in there.
They're just gonna bake. Okay, the rooftop deck's kind of cool.
That is really cool, yeah.
A truck, I don't know. Doesn't seem like a truck type house.
It does not. That's not the car I imagine this person to have.
I'm not sure it has to respond to like the context that's around it, because it looks like there's like empty lots around it.
Yeah, I was just noticing density's cool if it's necessary, but it doesn't really seem like necessary when everything's empty.
Yeah.
Why have 5 stories on top of each other when you can spread it out a little more?
Yeah, and maybe create like an interior like courtyard or something. That could be really nice. Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's like a little trellis. Oh, that is cool.
It's kind of like when you're doing a painting. It's like, when are you gonna stop? It's almost like overkill. I think I liked it better halfway through. Put in some railings. Although I wish I could design like this in real life, where it's like there's no client, there's no constraints.
I know. You're your own client. There's no budget.
You're just making stuff.
There's no laws of physics.
Here we go. This is the interior part, I think.
Oh, they're just adding furniture now.
That's kind of cool. That's not a bad shot.
That wood was really irking me. I wish it was a different color, and I probably would have a different opinion, but it's pretty cool. Kind of retract my original statement now that I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's tight.
It is pretty cool.
It's nice.
Oh, I don't like the shape of that.
It's kind of a claustrophobic feeling house.
For sure.
You had all that real estate.
Okay, well this makes sense if they want to do stuff on top of each other now.
It's definitely more dense. Oh, okay, this is gonna be bigger. Yeah.
First of all, those stairs are super illegal. especially in New York, probably.
Because they're exterior. It looks like, is it a fire escape?
Yeah, but I don't think you're allowed to do it like that anymore. The railings and stuff, I think they're requiring much more coverage.
It's an interesting start point.
There's
it's like
windows.
The alley, or what's going on?
Those windows right behind the staircase.
Oh, that was just one. So they're doing like row homes, I guess.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of cool. It's starting to look like the up house.
Okay, now I feel bad for the first house because the second one looks
I think
better.
I think they should just maybe stick with one, or they're kind of going back and forth from one structure to the next structure. It's interesting.
I mean, it definitely looks like it fits in New York, but not for our times.
What's different here, I think, than, designing in school is in school you kind of think really broad. So you think, the entire site, and you think, what can you do with the spaces, and you're thinking about programs just as simple as like blocks. And you're going up with different variations of, the kitchen could be here, this could be there. Whereas in this program, they just go and they just start putting stuff together.
And hopefully it works.
You start with detail and then you kind of refine backwards. Whereas
well, there's a super form before function here.
Definitely
which
form.
I'm all about, but not right now. It's like a lot.
It's more like decoration before function.
It's like a Dolph-Lewis nightmare.
It is crazy though how fast it seems like you can create environments. They put some dormers in there.
And they're apartments, right?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I think so. Got to put those Corinthian columns in there. You got to put those in there.
I mean, it definitely looks like it fits, the cityscape in New
York.
And
then this poor one gets built last.
I know. It's probably gonna be all sad with nothing. The middle one is right now is killing it.
I feel like they're almost mirroring the two on the sides, and this whole exercise was to make like a really cool middle one,
Red brick lately, when I see it they just added red brick. It drives me crazy because a lot of people are using it because it feels like a raw material and they think it looks modern. It looks depressing. I don't know if they're trying to be modern or not. Whether you are or not, just stop using red brick anywhere.
Well, there's not a lot of red brick in LA.
Oh, you haven't been to bars where they have it on the inside?
Oh, they put it on the inside. Yeah, that's true. Which is weird because it's definitely not structural.
Yeah, and you don't need to do that.
Now we're in the backside, I guess.
Considering there's no budget, they are missing the opportunity to make a little garden on the top, which everybody always wants to do, but they don't have the budget for, or they can't get it through planning. I don't think SimCity has a planning department stopping them from anything. Go at it.
Yeah, it's almost like they're creating their own constraints. There's no laws or rules right now. I feel like you could get really creative. They kind of see things what they're used to seeing and like to recreate what they're used to seeing instead of kind of reinventing what they're used to seeing.
Yeah, it's like when you get a new client, I don't know if this has happened to you, and they bring you pictures off of Pinterest.
Oh, yeah,
and they're
all
like,
the
do this, and it's like, well, first of all, that's in Europe, and their laws are different, and this person is Oprah and is a billionaire, so you can't do that.
I want a rooftop deck with no handrails, and I want a zip line that comes down to my front room.
And I want to slide into my shower.
Yeah, everyone wants to slide into their shower. So.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's why we went to school for that, because it's like, I want to do all this cool stuff, but once you get in the real world, you can't. Playing this, you would do something that's super unconventional. Oh, this is cool. Also not logical, does not happen, but...
This is underwater. This is like no rules right now. Let's build something underwater.
In school when sometimes they would let you do really conceptual projects, you'd get so irritated with all the homework, but now looking back, you're like, that was my opportunity to do something cool,
And really kind of push the bound,
Yeah.
This is the stairway to the sea.
So that actually makes sense, in theory.
To create a berm?
To how to get in there? Yeah.
Should do this in the Pacific.
Somewhere in Europe, there's a bridge that goes underwater like that, but you don't live there. You just go quickly, so...
This is Aquaman's house, I think.
This is?
Yeah, this is where Aquaman lives.
And you don't want that much wood underwater.
But this isn't, the real world, so I guess you can do that. Maybe some fish would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you're underwater. I guess those are your pets. You can't have a dog.
Basically, it's a giant pool. It doesn't look like a lake or the ocean. It looks like actual, man-made rectangular pool.
That is very cool.
The amount of detail is pretty insane in this game, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
most of these look better than my third year projects.
I would have designed something in this in Sims, I think, if I
knew it existed. But
I think it's going to be similar to the other one. They're going to go in and mess with the interior afterwards, which is really interesting. That
I wonder what the structure would be like if you have to be underwater.
I like how they, took a lot of chances. This is really interesting.
The island looks good. I'm not a fan of that sink, but it's cool.
I don't know how you use the windows because you
for sure,
you cannot open that window. That's
you'll ruin your house
literally
in 2 seconds. If you are in high school or something and you know that you're interested in architecture, playing something like this gives you kind of an idea. It's not super realistic, but at least prepares you for school.
Thanks for watching with us. I hope you guys learned something from this. This was really fun.
If you liked it, check out Gamology Facebook and YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Unless you're designing a home for the Sims CEO, because I feel like I would design the Sims CEO house in Sims.
But I don't know any other client that would pay us to play Sims.
Exactly. So, but I think I need his number, and we need to make that happen. So.